Welcome to my views and news. Four news stories. Firstly, splinter Oromo archbishops have made some decisions. Newly appointed Archbishop to West Valaga, Abune Gabriel, announced some measures. It seems that Amharic language is being banned by these splinter group for archbishops in Oromo. Details for you. Secondly, Amhara regional government today pardoned more than 4,000 prisoners. And thirdly, Azima party of Fano has fired one of its members who is being accused of holding a position offered by Prosperity Party, while party leader is part of the cabinet, federal cabinet. And lastly, some Fano fighters have been arrested by security forces in South Wollo. Firstly, viewers, archbishops of splinter group of Ethiopian Orthodox Church made some decisions which are now gradually being announced. We know that Abune Sarios and two others, they announced sort of split with the Orthodox Church a few days ago. Their titles were revoked, but they revoked titles of Abune Matthias-led faction, and Abune Gabriel was appointed by this splinter group as Archbishop of West Valaga. And around 48 hours ago, Abune Gabriel arrived in Gimbi, West Valaga. He and others arrived in Nakamte, East Valaga. And then he assumed charge in Gimbi. There he delivered a speech. And it seemed that Amharic language now is being banned at the churches which are being taken over by these Oromo archbishops. Abune Gabriel has announced that only Afan Oromo language will be used for all services at the churches in West Valaga. In his speech in West Valaga, he said all services, including Mass, Thanksgiving, ceremonies, Kedan, for all services, only one language will be used, and that would be Afan Oromo language. Secondly, he said that for office work too, Afan Oromo language will be used. Some church services were being done in Afan Oromo already. We know that in Tagarai, at some churches during services, Tigania was being used, in Oromia, Afan Oromo as well. But for correspondence, official correspondence within the church, only Amharic was used for decades. Now, the main change that we're seeing is that Afan Oromo language is being imposed by the splinter group in Oromia. Amharic is being banned. How many Amharas live in Oromia? Tens of thousands. Maybe several million. Especially in Valaga, there are tens of thousands. If only Afan Oromo language is going to be used at the churches, what about ethnic Amharas who live in West Valaga? It means more than one language should be used at the churches. But so far, what Abune Gabriel said, reportedly, he said only Afan Oromo language will be used. And he is saying that no program, religious program at the churches in West Valaga will be held without his approval, without his permission. Vehicles will not be used without permission. And accountability will be done for money withdrawals. So overall, it's very clear what I've been saying, that this is Oromo Amhara rivalry. Oromo archbishops claim that Amharas are ruling Ethiopian Orthodox Church. They are majority. They are in majority at the Holy Synod. That is why they have formed a separate faction. They could elect new patriarch. They could elect the Holy Synod, new one as well. Split is obvious. Abune Gabriel has announced in his speech that the new group will take over historic churches in Oromia. He said, we will go to Shashamane, which is in RC. We'll go to Kiro, West Harage, and in Harar as well. He is basically saying that all Orthodox churches in Oromia will come under the control of this group. The split cannot be more obvious now. It's very clear, and no signs of reconciliation. Orthodox Church 2 days ago said that church laws would be respected and government should stand behind Orthodox Church led by Abune Matthias. Secondly, this new faction is not obeying the orders of the Abune Matthias led faction, which sealed off residencies of the 3 archbishops, Abune Sarios, Zina Marcos, and other. The 3 archbishops say that only court can make such a decision. That Holy Synod based in Addis Ababa cannot seal their residences. So the matter of residences could go to a court as well. It seems that these Oromia region-based archbishop, they will take the matter to the court. Court will decide who will use the residencies of the 3 archbishops in Addis Ababa. Second was Amhara regional government today pardoned thousands of prisoners. 4,401 prisoners were granted pardon today by regional government. But criminals who have committed serious offenses, they have not been pardoned, like those who committed rape, who are involved in corruption, who are involved in illegal human trafficking, etc. They have not been pardoned. But those whose conduct has been appropriate and who were not involved in grave offenses, they have been pardoned. What about Fano fighters? Hundreds are in prisons reportedly. Have they been pardoned? Are they included in this list of more than 4,000 released criminals? It's not clear. But I don't think they have been charged with the serious offenses. And some are in prison without any charge, but still in prisons mostly. Thirdly, viewers, Azima party today fired one of its workers. Despite that Dase was fired, he was suspended. And why was he fired? Because he took a position with Prosperity Party. Prosperity Party offered him a government position in Addis Ababa as coordinator of GERD, Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. He accepted the offer. Azima has fired him. Azima said that he accepted the offer without permission from the party. Party leader Fano is Minister of Education, Federal Minister of Education. Though the party ran as opposition party in general election more than a year ago, but then it became part of the government. Fano was made Minister of Education. While he is serving as Minister of Education, he is not going to allow his party members to work with the government. Lastly, we heard some East Amhara Fano fighters have been arrested. East Amhara Fano, led by Mere Wadajo, fought in the 3rd round of fighting against Tigray forces, and this Fano faction is largely intact. We have not seen large number of fighters of East Amhara Fano arrested. Mere is still involved in training, organizing Fano fighters, though there was a confrontation between Mere and government forces a few days ago. The 3 Fano fighters were arrested in South Wollo. In Vajido, Voreda, they were arrested. Their names are Amare Ayaleo, Haptamu Demisi, and Mulugata Sindeo. They were arrested while they were there in Vajido to meet their families and relatives. Reportedly, East Amhara Fano coordinator claimed that these fighters sought permission from the Fano authority, Fano top command to visit their families in Vajido, but they were arrested by security forces there. Thank you for watching.